Hello, brilliant. Is everyone back from the breakout room? Shall I kick off?
Yes, please.
Okay, brilliant. Well, hello, everyone. I hope everyone had a great session in the breakout rooms and we're able to take away some great tips and advice from those sessions. As was probably explained, some of those will have been recorded and hopefully we'll be able to share some of that content or some of the presentations with you all after the event. So my name is Sarah Bell. I'm a UPS Public Affairs Manager, and I have the real privilege now to interview, as part of the last session of the day, 3 female business leaders and hear a bit more about their stories, about their businesses, what their journeys have been, and get a little insight into what has really made their businesses successful. So first, I'd like to introduce Mobala Sagu. Mobala is the managing director of Shea Origin Limited, a skincare company that manufactures and produces wholly natural products made from authentic, locally produced shea butter. Second, we have Anna Montfort, founder and manager at Grapekeeper, which offers you the possibility to create your own custom labeled wine from your own dedicated sustainable vineyard, which is something I'm going to definitely look into more. And finally, we have Enar Alonso Pimentel, CEO of Rainbow Wear and Senior Vice President and Group Executive at Agon Sport, who's responsible for creating new and customized textile products for sportswear. So ladies, thank you so much for being here today. And really just want to hear a bit more about your stories, your businesses, and what your journey has been like. Mobala, I'm not sure if I can see you on the screen. If you're there, can I ask you to start off and tell a bit more about your story, your journey, and a bit more about your business, and then I'll come to Enar and Anna after.
I'm trying to get my video to work, and I think the connection is a bit poor.
No worries. If you want to just kick off and tell us your story.
Okay, my name is Mobala Sagu. I'm the MD of Shea Origin Limited. Shea Origin started in 2014, and basically what we do is we produce quality skincare products with shea butter manufactured in Nigeria. Talking about Shea Origin, I can't talk about Shea Origin without talking about the women that we work with. And these women are women we met back in 2010. And we started working with them to produce quality shea butter. I don't want to go into details, I have to summarize it. So these women over the years, they've learned how to produce quality butter so that we put their butter in our jar. In doing that, we empower them. So over time, Shea Origin decided that we're going to take on more women to train with the support of NEPC and other organizations that have come together to help us with these women. We later started looking into how to set up an NGO, which we did, and that's Shea Empowerment Foundation. Shea Origin basically is the off-taker of shea butter from the local women in Oyo State. And we have about maybe 15 items in our skincare products. The skincare products is used in spas and also being sold in different shops. We also export to the UK, to US, Jordan, and we exported once to Italy and to Germany. We're still working on that. But with the help of UPS, sorry, I must say this, with the help of UPS, since the COVID started, we've been exporting with no problem at all to the US, especially. A little bit of each in the UK recently, but I believe UPS is working on that. So that's basically it. I mean, I can say much more, but because I know we don't have much time, and I know you have some questions for me.
Yes, thanks, Mobala, and we'll come back to, I want to touch on that COVID piece as well with you in a minute. Anna, can I come to you? And I want to hear more about my own dedicated vineyard and how I can create my own customized wine.
Well, absolutely. So I'm Portuguese, and I actually grew up making wine with my grandfather. And then I ended up I graduated as an environmental engineer, and I worked close to 20 years in climate change and biodiversity, natural capital corridors. And then I got myself living in the Netherlands, and as Abere said, you need to find something that you need. And I really needed the vineyards back into my life. So I missed it very much. And I thought, how can I, living anywhere in the world, have access to the things I miss the most? So I've joined, and then doing it in a way that, does good back to the community, back to yourself with the wine you drink, but also to the community where the wine is made. And that is a bit from that gap in my own needs that Grapekeeper was born. So with Grapekeeper, we sell not only a product, we sell an experience. You adopt a curated vineyard, and I curate them for high standards of quality, but also high standards of minimum requirements in sustainability, regenerative agriculture, and social development projects in the region they're located. You adopt a piece of a vineyard, and through the duration of the growing period, you receive bi-monthly reports about the vineyard you've just adopted. You get to visit, you get access to what it would be to own a vineyard, having private meals with the winemaker, and it differs per vineyard, the prices as well, or getting to really tailor-made your own wine. So we're not slapping a label on an already made wine. This is a really very personalized experience that ends with your very own wine. And yeah, shortly, that's Grapekeeper. We are in Germany, Spain, Italy, France, Champagne, and now just launched the first vineyard in Portugal, where I am right now.
Fantastic. No, really interesting concept and model there. And I'll come back again. I want to touch on COVID, but NR, can I come to you and hear a bit more about Rainbow Ware and Aegon Sport?
Okay, we were created in the year 2000, mostly to give the swimmers the opportunity to have custom swimsuits. It was hard for swimmers to find a way to identify their clothing and their colors and their logos in swimming. We, the founders of this company, are all ex-swimmers, and we have been for 20 years. The production is all made in Valladolid, Spain, but we export basically almost everything to United States, Australia, and Asia. So we were created to export from the beginning. Now we work with 15 women here in Valladolid, and they are all excellent workers, and we are very, very committed to make a very good product. That's our story.
Fantastic. And I love the diversity we have here, from wine to shea butter to swimsuits. And I think it's, really interesting in terms of, really trying to find that niche in the market and finding something really customized, but also very personal to you as well, which I think is so exciting about some of the business stories that we hear today. Mabala, you touched in your opening about COVID and how that affected both your shipping, but also your business. So be interesting just to hear from each of you in terms of how COVID affected you. What did you have to change or pivot to during this last year? Or, what are those challenges, and have you been able to find solutions to them? Mabala, can I come to you first?
Okay, for us at Shea Origin, initially the COVID thing was like, okay, what are we going to do now? We improved on our Instagram posting, and we also improved on the Facebook. And then we now started getting orders from the US, even though COVID was on. So we're like, okay, what are we going to do? So I got in touch with someone in the US who I thought, okay, if we send the stuff to her, she will now ship from the US to everybody else, fulfill the order. So we got in touch with UPS, found out that UPS was still shipping anyway, and then that helped. So we started shipping through UPS. Our digital platform really improved during COVID. But the main issue there for us was the women in the villages, in the different areas in the village that we source from. They were not really able to process as much butter, knowing very well that the orders that we were getting, because we're not able to ship through the ports in Nigeria at the time. So we couldn't order volume. So we're only able to, send our products via UPS and just keep going. At least some money was coming in. Then over time, we also now realized that we have to shut down in regards to the factory. We had to cut down on staff because of their security and our security. So COVID was, it was just a challenging time at the time, but now we've gotten the hang of it with the support of the different organizations that have come to give us advice on how to do one or two things to survive, as in production is going on. And the good thing about our production, we also supply to hotels, and we supply about 15 hotels in Nigeria. But and doing that, we're looking for UPS to help with distribution. We're still talking about that, but to carry on, doing that, during COVID, obviously hospitality wasn't, wasn't being attended to. It was like a total shutdown. So we weren't able to do the level and the volume of business we were doing before COVID. But now everything seems to be coming back together. There's improvement in orders. There's also international orders coming in even more than the 2020 period where we had COVID really at about 90%, standstill. I'm grateful because the support we're getting from the different angles, and most especially trainings here and there. Even UPS had some different things that they did during that period recently in this year. And I'm not saying it because I'm on UPS. I've had to talk to Ms. Morola on a lot of things. When we have challenges, I'm able to reach someone. So that's the good thing. I'm able to reach the lady in charge of customer service, and whatever it is, they're able to resolve it for us. But the particular one I'm talking about in regards to UK, I would like to ask a question later, which I should have asked earlier. So truly, COVID was, it was terrible in 2020, but then we survived. Thank you very much.
Thank you. No, I'm glad to hear that business is coming back now, because I can appreciate the challenges there. Anna, if I can come to you, my assumption may be that people were drinking more wine during the last year, or is that just in my house?
It's in your house. Well, first of all, I don't sell bottles. I sell an experience that ends with bottles. So my selling point, my product is a little bit different that way. You are right that people were drinking more wine, but they were drinking cheaper wine worldwide. So, and less sustainable wine as well, mostly. So at the point that COVID hit, first, I was very early on sick with COVID at last week of February 2020. I was traveling and I got sick with it. Nobody knew what it was back then in the Netherlands. I thought it was something just happening in China. And at that point, most of our selling points were personalized, private, kind of concierge events that I was setting in Düsseldorf or Helsinki, London. So as we got hit, and we got hit hard. First, I'm a granddaughter of shop owners, and I think the best lesson I've learned from my grandmother while growing up is close the open taps, the ones you need to when you have. So I think that's I rushed to close whatever money open taps that at that moment were not needed. I also had to let go of people working for me, unfortunately. But COVID also brought something wonderful, which brought me access to better vineyards and even better experiences to offer my customers now. And the beginning of 2021 started showing that. So we're going up again. So it's starting to move again. We're showing up in media. We're having new clients. So we survived.
Great. No, brilliant. And I think it's one of the comments in the chat said that, you know, the resiliency, I think, is really key. And I think that's a great comment of, you know, turning the taps off when you need, of the ones that you need to, and hopefully you'll just come back stronger. So that's hopefully a better few months ahead.
Someone said in the other chat rooms that it's key to be very passionate or a little bit autistic to what you're doing, because in moments like this you navigate on love for the business and the clients, and it's a driving force, and it's an important one.
No, absolutely. And I suppose maybe you had a similar challenge if people were not able to get out to their swimming pools and different things. I know, you know, friends who really struggled with that. Is that what you found too for your business?
Yes, all the sports activities were closed everywhere in the world, so we couldn't really, I mean, our online orders were completely dropped in a matter of a month. So our company had a lot of savings, so we decided not to lay out anyone. And we moved very quickly to make surgical gowns and masks. So we were very fast switching our company to make a different product. And it was a challenge, but we did it. And it's not as profitable as making swimwear, but it really helped us. It helped psychological people to be working every day and to make other products. So we really were hit hard, but we survived, and now it's picking up again. So the swimming and the sports. So far we're good.
Yeah, finally, fantastic. And yeah, but I think, again, you know, we talk about resilience. I think we talk about being nimble and flexible. And that's what I'm always really amazed with small businesses, that I think, as Anna said, your passion for your business and for your company really translates into, you know, that what can we do differently, and not giving up and just keep going. So that's fantastic to hear. And as I said, I hope the next couple of months are good for you all. I'm conscious of time, and possibly other people want to ask questions. I'll ask one last question. You know, we've got a lot of other, you know, maybe new business owners or people thinking of starting new businesses out there. Is there a final tip that you may have, or a bit of advice for those business owners? Anna, maybe if we come to you first.
Yes, absolutely. Network is everything. It answers all the questions you have and the ones you never thought you had. Network for me has been the driving force in perfecting my business, perfecting my offer, perfecting the way I offer it to whom and where. And so I think that's everything.
Yes, absolutely. Anna, anything that you'd want to add, or from your perspective, what is your top tip?
Well, I think exporting goods outside your area or your country is not as difficult as people think initially. I mean, once you get the handle of it, it's actually fairly easy. And companies like UPS, seriously, we work with them for the last 15 years. really help you, and it's not as hard as it seems. At least in Spain, many people are afraid of sporting. They think it's very complicated, and it's not. It's something that you should try.
Very good advice, and yeah, I appreciate the mention of UPS there. So thank you, Mabala. Any final thoughts or advice to other businesses?
Yeah, my advice to other businesses actually is never give up on your dreams, especially when you're challenged with the COVID that came up. Just stay focused, and the day you just wake up one day and find out that because you didn't give up on yourself, on your dream, you get to where you really want to go. I believe in focus, and I believe in understanding your business. It's very key that you understand your business. You know the challenges, and you're ready to face those challenges to come out on top. So basically, that's it. Focus is the key for me. That's my advice.
Thank you. No, I think some great advice there, and some really great examples of those things. Never give up. It's not as hard as you think. Stay focused, really understand your business, network, go out there and make contacts, and get, if you need expertise or you need information on a particular topic, find it, go out there, and there's organizations like Rise and Lead or UPS or other organizations out there that can help you hopefully in your journey. Were there any, I'm just going to look at the chat here if there's any questions. I know Iberi has put in the chat, what is your biggest takeaway from today's summit? I don't know if people want to put their answers in the chat, if any of our panelists would like to answer that as well. Any kind of key takeaways from today?
Somebody is asking a question, please. Say, does UPS, yeah,
Go ahead.
UPS transport cash crops, fresh agricultural products?
What was that?
There's a question, Sarah.
Yeah, UPS, does UPS transport cash crops, fresh agricultural products? I think it's dependent on the products. I may pass that over to some of my marketing colleagues. I think it depends on the product and where it's starting from and going to.
Okay, maybe we'll send the person an email. Don't worry.
We can follow up on that. It'd be good if you can maybe send us a message of what specifically those products are.
Yeah, we'll send an email to Ugo. Okay. Somebody says, how do I get started with UPS? Do I just go to the website?
There is a jobs site on UPS. I don't have the link. I don't know if any of my colleagues can post it. But if you search for UPS jobs on Google, it will take you to a site that lists any UPS jobs.
Was that for a job, or is that someone wanting to search?
Oh, sorry. Oh, apologies. Completely read that wrong. Yeah, sorry. If you leave us with your details, and you'll get a follow-up email after this event, which will give you some information and also the opportunity to speak to someone at UPS and have a short consultation.
So I think, Iberi put the link in the chat there. How can folks here complete this survey to get more information on the discounts? Because I see a couple of questions on discounts. Iberi, just remind me. I know you've put it in the chat.
Yeah, so we've sent the link. People can go ahead and give their feedback, but you're also going to receive another email maybe 30 minutes after now. Fill the survey, so tell us your interest, where you are based, because the discount code is for different countries. It's not one code for everyone. So once you fill that survey, we know where you are doing your business, then we know the exact code to send to you between now and next week, where we're also going to share the video link to you. By tomorrow, you will already receive the link, the shipping codes, and before the end of the week, you'll receive the link to watch the videos and learn from different sessions. So.
And then if they're more specific questions, I think in that survey, they can request a follow-up, and then we can talk through that, right?
Exactly. There's a place there to tell us, what do you need right now? And please feel free to also respond to the email I put the link for Founder Table Club as well, because there is a forum where you can be asking your questions and then you will be getting answers as well. So don't worry, we're going to be in touch. This is the beginning of a new journey and we're glad you're here.
Just to point out in the chat, I know for those of you based in Nigeria, Moralea, one of our marketing colleagues, has put his email in the chat. So have a look there. There's also a link to the survey. And as Abiria has already said, you will get an email in the next day or so that will provide more information to you.
Okay. So somebody is saying, where do I contact for partnership? My company, Bella Africana, is launching. Just send us an email, okay, because we have to respect people's time right now. So I think for this session is over now, and I'd like to bring Christina Falcone to come and give like a vote of thanks. And for everybody who is joining us, please feel free to drop any message on the chat. We'll go through all of them and respond to you personally. And there are also some email addresses from UPS team in Nigeria. Copy the email address and send them all your queries. But don't worry, we're going to send you an email. We're going to be in touch to answer all your questions. So if we can have, so thank you so much, Sarah, for this session. Thank you, Mobola and Anna and Hannah, right? Anna.
Yes.
Henna. Thank you so much to our founders for sharing your stories. It's so inspiring. And look at what everybody was typing: passion, resilience. This is what we as women need. We need to inspire each other. We need to inspire more women to be able to, thrive even during this difficult time of the pandemic. And we're here to support each other. Feel free, reach out, ask for help, ask questions, and you will get answers. So thank you. I would now like to bring Christina Falcone to just give a vote of thanks. And then I will also come and say thank you for joining us.
Wonderful, thank you. And
Yeah.
I won't take too much time, but first of all, again, I wanted to thank those that spoke in this founders panel. I think it's just very inspiring for everybody here to hear your stories, your tips, and also congratulations, on your resilience through the pandemic. And also, I think it's very obvious that all of you are very resourceful. I think it's another key word for us to consider, and that's why I would encourage everyone, all the links that were shared, we'll share them back with you. If you chose a breakout room, go back and listen and maybe participate in another one, and just take those resources, the links also provided by the European Commission, because there's a lot of great free information out there that can help you become resourceful and to be inspired. And then there's the founders table, of course, that you can join through Rise and Lead as well. So thank you for all the great engagement. I know I enjoyed my breakout room, and I'm going to go back and listen to some of the others too, because for us at UPS, it's also inspiring to hear from innovators like you, from entrepreneurs. And as I mentioned before, we're here to support you. We look forward to continuing our connectivity.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Christina. Thank you to the team at UPS. You've done a great job. We've been meeting for weeks, every week, to put this event together, and it's a huge success. And thank you to the team. Thank you to the team at Rise and Lead Women as well. And thank you for all of you who came. You've spent all this time with us from beginning to the end. It shows that you are really into this. And one thing we are promising you is that this is not just the first and last day. You're going to get more invitations from us where we are interviewing other founders. We're going to come up with new events and programs for you as well, so that we continue to connect all the founders, because networking is powerful, collaborations is so powerful, and partnerships is so great. So we're not going to leave you empty and say bye. You're going to continue hearing from us. Just save our email addresses, both UPS and Rise and Lead Women, because you will definitely hear from us for upcoming events. And like I put earlier, if you want to quickly hear about our monthly event for founders, just go to foundertableclub.com/membership. I already put it on the chat. You can go up and look for it, www.foundertable.com/membership. It's not membership as from payment or anything. It's just for us to be able to build this community where people start to interact with one another and also try to answer all the questions you have and any other event that we have coming up with either UPS or other companies that we're partnering with. We will invite you and let you know about it. So thank you so much. You can go ahead and follow us on LinkedIn, Rise and Lead Women, on Instagram, and also for UPS, follow on LinkedIn. And we say thank you. We hope to see you again soon. Feel free to unmute yourself and open up your camera so that we can capture you. Open up your video so we can capture your face for this moment. And we're going to be sharing it on social media. If you see yourself, just tell us your takeaway on social media so that we can get more buzz and bring more people for the next event. Thank you so much. Can remove this. So feel free to start your video and say bye. Let's have
Bye. Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
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 Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Everyone.
Bye.
Thank you, Mr. Mary. Thank you.
Bye. Thank
beautiful
you.
ladies.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 Nice one.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much. It's nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank
Okay,
you.
bye. 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 Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye. Oh, okay, now how to mute it.
Baby.
Oh, Abiri, can we see your son?
Is that your son?
I will hope.
Hi, I'm like everybody has seen you already.
Yeah,